Mahesh, welcome to the show. How does it feel to be mentoring so many tennis players, and after that, you've created world's perhaps the best league ahead of its curve?
Yeah, I think we have a unique format which seems to resonate with the audience. You know, we've got obviously some of the biggest tennis players in the world here, men and women, and then we have a music component to it where we have concerts. And I think, I think the world is moving in that direction. If you look at the F1, if you look at, the halftime show at the
Yes.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So, yeah, I think, it's our third season now here, and very excited to see record crowds from our perspective.
Absolutely. When we look at the record crowds, the television ratings, we've managed to tick all the boxes right. Just for a sense for our fans back in India, what is the kind of viewership and the kind of the brands that we have on board?
So viewership, I think this year we've hit 160 countries on global distribution, which is massive for us. I think first year we were 120, second year we were like 136. And I think maybe we are 164 this season. So, tennis is a global sport. And, to build a property, it takes time. We're in our third year, and I think we'll continue to go from strength to strength.
Well, you just said about the Super Bowl and the other international leagues. You managed to get people in the stadium till 12 o'clock, way past midnight. Is that the secret recipe, getting the biggest stars, the rock stars and the icons of the world to perform here and get the crowds here till way past midnight?
Yeah, I think, when you're a fan of a specific artist, then you're willing to do what it takes or, wait till they perform. So we're just excited that we're continuously able to bring these concerts along with the tennis players where it's exciting the public, and that's what works.
This is something that is this the template for the leagues going ahead? Because you've been ahead of your curve, whether it was 10 years ago, it was IPTL or this. You've added newer versions to it.
I'm not sure. I mean, for us, it works well. I think we've kind of, locked it in, and we want to grow. I think in 2026 or even maybe if not before, we might take it to other countries as well, along with keeping it here.
Yes.
So we'll have different versions of it. So, now that it's accepted and embraced by both the audience and the players, more importantly, I think we're happy to expand.
You spoke about players. Now, just in the last week of the year, just few weeks before the first Grand Slam, how do you manage to get the top rank Uber players in your league? Because when you look at their schedule, it's super tight.
I think it fits in perfectly with their schedule actually, because after the season ends, they take some time off, then they do their pre-season, and this is like a perfect start to their season. After this, they're literally all either tonight or tomorrow night flying out to Australia to start the Aussie summer. So yeah, I think it perfectly fits in.
Well, absolutely. Yesterday, when Sumit Nagal was playing, there was a lot of Indian chanting and support going on. Do you see as and when you grow, do you see more Indian owners coming in, and do you want to see more players coming in, both sides onwards?
Like, we're picking the cream of the crop, I think, because we are owned by a group of Indians. I think, we wanted to support Sumit and give him an opportunity to play at the highest level here. And he's come out with flying colors. So it's working well. Obviously, if more Indian players become top players, they would love to have them here as well.
Well, any new crop that you can see on the horizon for Indians tennis players, considering that after you, Leander and Sania, they've left, there's a huge vacuum. Do you see that vacuum going to be filled anytime sooner?
I'm not really following it, but I don't think so. I mean, results speak for themselves. We don't see anyone in the top 100 in singles in men or women except Sumit. So I guess we'll have to wait and watch.
Well, Mahesh, you've followed a much difficult path, which is of creating of sports management, creating properties. You could have been an administrator or a coach. Does that thing doesn't excite you, being a coach or an administrator?
I'm doing what I love, so I have no complaints or regrets.
2025, any big plans for what you want to see in the fourth year?
Yeah, we always have bigger plans to make every year bigger and better, so you'll have to wait and watch till we make those announcements.
Well, that was Mahesh Bhupathi talking to us, the creator of this fantastic league, talking to us exclusively. Thank you, Mahesh.
Thanks.
How is it like playing for a team as compared to playing for versus the nation, come that dream? Oh yeah, football is very, very different, very different format. And playing for Nation, I mean, it's very hard you play where you're playing a set or, saying 4 different different matches. So I think, of course, and you look at the players you never play. Yes, when there is a player from India or from Australia or from Belarus or Russia. So I think it's fun. The atmosphere is amazing. Everyone's in a good mood, and
you've had a brilliant run this year. 12 months have been good. What about the Davis Cup? Do you think next year you will come back for the?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if everything goes well and matches are scheduled, why not? No. I think there's a long way to go. Obviously, I want to be at a spot where I can make a big difference in tennis in India. Working hard towards it, and hope everything goes well next few years, and push really hard to be as high as possible in the rankings to make the difference here.
Are you good with Bank of Baroda's and the others?
Yeah, everything. Well, lucky to have them. It's a fun partnership when company come forward and help us or endorse a sport that I would say is not top in India right now.
Did you watch Brian Abbott?
I did it last night. I had to get some sleep. I'm still a bit jet lagged. Only been here for about a day now.
Quick question: individual sport to a team sport. Yeah. All of a sudden, instead of playing, you also start coaching. I mean, in a way.
Yeah.
Was that very different experience? Did you experience that in Delhi as well?
Well, yeah, I did. But I mean, look, I commentate a lot now. So I talk a lot more on the court than I used to. I mean, I always talked a lot, but with commentating, and I love team environments. I got a great team. Jasmine had an amazing year last year. Obviously, Grand Slam champion, Simona Halep, Casper Ruud, one of the best players. So I'm continuing to learn with my team as well. But I just love being there, and I love these team events. Every game counts, so you want to try and compete for every game. You don't want to let your team down. You don't have a good attitude, so I really enjoyed it today. But yeah, I love team environment. Yeah, I mean, look, it's every game counts. You look at the statistics, and it doesn't matter if there's been a lopsided game. You want to try and fight for your team, and I love it. I love that. For me, this is a perfect return for me because it's not too much tennis, but it's the perfect amount. And I love that the fact that there's mixed doubles because you see your favorite female players, your favorite male players playing on the same team. I never thought that Kyrgios and Paolini would be on the same court, same side of the net, and that was really cool. It was a good experience for me. So, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we have Harry Singh from London, who's the proud owner of the best game and the biggest game on courts. Congratulations for winning the trophy.
Did you enjoy it today?
Absolutely. You tell me, how was it like lifting the trophy?
It was a match, a proper final, right?
So does this trophy go back to Ealing, Australia?
If it can fit in my luggage.
How is it like, you said an important thing about the fans. Mm-hmm. You've been a fan yourself.
Right,
Did you go for the Wimbledons of the world?
I have. I'm a fan of a lot of sports. One of them is tennis, also cricket, but let's talk about tennis today.
Yes.
So yes, we love the sport, and therefore we acquired the franchise. And
how is it like dealing and working with Mahesh, the legendary Indian tennis player? Legend.
He's a legend, so that's it. You summed the word up, legend. Legend's always going to be best to work with, right?
Absolutely. And how did your love start for owning a franchise? Because managing the players, looking at their requirement is a different job altogether.
Well, I'm lucky. I have a good manager and a good coach who looks after everybody. JL, he does all the good work.
Absolutely. Where do we go from here? Are you looking at buying another teams and more expanding into the other part of the business?
Yes, we have another franchise coming up.
Very soon.
Watch this space.
I think we have that space written, World Championship League.
Well, that's in July, but there's something in between, which is paddle tennis.
Oh, lovely. So you seem to be a hardcore racket sport fan who's created an empire of ownership of a team.
Well, it's the love of sports, like I said, but also to help the fans enjoy legends like in the WCL and help paddle tennis evolve. It's a very new sport with respect to tennis.
Yeah, it's like a junior cousin of big tennis.
The fan following of paddle tennis is growing.
It's tremendous. Take a step back. How did your family get around when you broke the news that you're going to be owning this team suddenly?
Not another one.
Not another one.
No.
Was their response? Are they happy today?
Yeah, they're here. They're all celebrating.
Absolutely.
So it's all about family as well. We do this as a family unit.
Lovely. That was Hari Singh talking about his love for the game, his love for the trophies, and his love for sports. How should I call it? Entrepreneurship. Are you looking at it as an CSR or entrepreneur?
Yeah, so we're also very involved in CSR. We have water purification filter companies.
Wonderful.
So this platform will help us push that solution to everyone around the world who needs it.
Lovely. That was Hari Singh. Thank you very much. The proud owner of Falcon.
Thank you so much.
With a lovely trophy that you're
you.
carrying for the first time.
It's heavy.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.